Greetings, Warlords. Rodge here. Welcome to Saga THORSDAY, the show all about the skirmish miniatures game from Studio Tomahawk. We are joined by Shea and Doug Dunn. How's it going, guys?
Good, Rodge.
All right. So I'm not sure if this will be the first one in the middle, or the last, but I've scheduled chats with all the winners of Adepticon, and you guys are the doubles team tournament champions. So congratulations, guys. That victory there, well earned. So we're going to get a little bit of your background here. We'll talk about some of your games and thoughts and kind of just go through it for the folks at home. All the armchair generals can live vicariously through your guys' report here. So Adepticon, is this your first Adepticon for you two? I don't remember seeing it.
Yes. Yeah, it is, yes.
Okay. So I know you played in the doubles, the singles. Did you just come for the weekend or the whole shebang?
No, we just played in those two tournaments. That was it.
Okay. Just came for some Saga, headed home. All right. Yeah. Saga, the destination. So what did you think of ACON, just general impressions?
It's cool, man. There was way more people than I thought there was going to be.
Yeah. It's definitely something we're going to try and do again, I think.
Yeah, I think after first day, we were like, I think we're coming back here every year. So
awesome. Yeah, glad to hear. Did you make it over to, quote unquote, the main building and see all the stuff there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was insane.
Yeah, pretty impressive. Definitely a lot of events, but I like our little Hyatt hotel, nice and cozy. With the rooms. Were you staying at the Hyatt there?
No,
but
we'll try and do it next year. Yeah. I'll just come down and play in my pajamas next year.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's pretty nice. You just pop down. 10 minutes beforehand. You got your board. If you forget something, it's not a huge ordeal. You just pop back and grab your stuff. So highly recommend it. So first Adepticon, sounds like you had a great time. Very cool to hear. Now you were signed up for the doubles event. So what factions did you guys decide to bring?
I was the Irish.
Got the board ready.
I got the board here.
And I played anglo-saxons. Yeah.
Okay. So I noticed that you guys both played those in the singles event as well. Are those kind of your armies, your babies, your first loves, or?
Well, they're the only. Well, I have one other army. It's Gauls, but they're essentially our only two armies right now. I'm painting Crusaders right now, so we'll see what happens.
And obviously my dad made both armies and painted them. So I was just playing what he gave me.
Awesome! Wow, yeah. I wish I had that arrangement going on. That's
no complaints here. I'm pretty lucky.
Okay, so how long have you guys been into Saga then? If these are kind of the first painted forces.
Well, you introduced me, so we did advance the colors in November, or October. Yeah, that was pretty much my first intro to it. Me and my dad played a couple games at home, but that was it.
Okay, well, you must be a quick learner there, because if people remember, I believe you were the winner of Advance the Colors, weren't you, Shea?
Yeah.
Shea's a fast learner, no doubt.
How did you play at Advance the Colors too, Doug?
I did. I was horrific in my win-loss. So I played the year before. I was a little bit better. But yeah, I'm about a year older in Saga play than Shea is.
Okay. Yeah. And I don't think we mentioned it on the video here, but you guys are living in Canada. Are you full-blooded Canadians through and through, or?
We're full-blooded Canadians. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Maple, if I cut your arm there, maple syrup will drip out of your veins.
Right, poutine or whatever.
Yeah. I actually just had a poutine the other
day. There you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds good. So you guys rocked it with your war. Yeah, not much to deliberate that if that's what you got. So showing up Saturday morning, who were you guys lined up against?
Our first game was against. Is this our first
Yeah,
game?
Cole Biddleman and Derek Gibson.
Okay.
They played Bordenstadt and Joms Vikings.
Okay. Well, that was my second round opponent. Me and DJ played those guys.
Oh,
so okay, yeah. So they were running Ordenstadt, Jams Vikings, a little Hearthguard heavy, I would say, for their lists. So this scenario was the Old Coot, or I don't remember what it was called, but yeah, the Mystic. And it was if somebody could get their Mystic on the hill and the opponent did not, they would just automatically win the game. And some people got surprised in the fine print there at the end of the scenario.
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
So what was the plan going in here for you guys?
What was our strategy for? Do you remember?
We're supposed to sound like strategical intellects here, but I guess that's not working out.
No, but
we actually did have a plan. Plan was we weren't going to bring the Mystic up to the hill till like the last turn.
Okay.
But
right. And we figured everyone was going to come straight on.
Yeah.
So we kind of came in from like a diagonal with the Mystic.
We came in from a flank, and we played heavy on one side.
Yeah.
But as you know, Rodge, we were playing two opponents that were fairly novice in the game.
Yeah, and so they had just been paired up. If I remember their story correctly, they didn't really technically know each other. So good draw for round one. Not bad. But so what were your composition for your 4 points for each of you? Let's say that.
I had 2 units of 9 levy slingers.
Okay, 1.5.
A unit of 12 warriors. And then 2 Kure and my warlord.
All right, party on.
And I was 4 points of levies. My eggs in one basket.
Sounds good. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. All right. So as the battle commenced there, did it come down to the Mystic, or was it more just kind of like a pitched battle, defeated them, through the normal means?
They went heavy with their charging.
Yeah, I think we kind of lucked out as the guy charged his cavalry into uneven terrain against my guys.
Okay.
So we kind of just chopped up one side of the board, and the guy had pretty much no Saga dice after the 3rd round. So we were able to just kind of focus on the last guy.
Okay, cool. Yeah, those guys had a lot to learn. Stress testing the different rules there, I could see. If you could get your hands on the Irish, it's not bad, but trying to take fatigues and stuff, probably not the greatest. So, all right. Well, yeah, good round there. Assuming probably a pretty high score as the numbers go. Round 2. Who were you guys matched up for that one?
We played a Irish and a Vikings father-son team. Actually,
it was.
Wow, cool.
Fathers and sons going at it.
Yeah, that was David Bowler, and I think the other was Kevin.
I think it's Kevin.
Do you know them, Rodge?
I don't know those guys. Doesn't ring a bell.
Yeah. They were easygoing guys, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, they were cool. Everybody was cool, but
it's true. It is true.
I played another father-son team last year, so it's kind of a thing going on. Not bad. I hope one day that I can enter the tournament with my son at my side. It's going to be another decade or so, probably, before that's going to happen. You better, Doug. That's all I'm saying.
Well, one of the kids out in Toronto, he's only like 13 years old, and he's playing with his dad.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
cool.
Quite, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So this one's a little more interesting. Irish versus Irish and Vikings, Irish anglo-saxons. So this scenario had the objectives, I think 5 of them and a cross. Is that right, guys? And the 2 would disappear. Yeah. So this one's kind of interesting. Did the Irish kind of line up against the Irish, or were you guys interspersed? How did that play out?
A little bit of both. So my dad was scared of the Irish shooting. So I kind of lined up against the Irish guy. But my dad had two units of levies on the flank as well, just to secure the last objective at the end. But our game plan going into it was essentially let them come to us so that we could just chop the Vikings up on their charge over. But it actually didn't turn out to be that way. We ended up being the aggressors, which I don't know if it was smart or not, but it worked out. But the Vikings have one really good move called Odin.
Yeah, so that makes sense why you might have lined up against the Irish, because
right.
it's kind of dicey when they pop that. It's a little dangerous. So
he popped it on my warlord, so my warlord got 3 fatigue right off the hop. So it was kind of
so
scary.
you did go after the Vikings.
Yeah.
So were they able to sneak a hit on him later in the game, or you protected him?
My dad came and saved me because I need my guy for the old way. So
that's
I was
right.
Like,
yeah.
You got to come in and save me. So he came in, actually completely annihilated on like one turn. He killed a lot of Vikings, which was so thankful. But like I said, we were planning on letting them come to us, but just the way it kind of panned out, we thought it was better as the scenario progressed to actually be the aggressors. So we ended up just going full charge at the Viking, which
we whittled the Vikings down. They were out by, I don't know, turn 3 maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in this event, it's always been like this. I don't know if we're going to carry it forward, but if you can eliminate one person's Saga dice, it'll be an automatic win. So is that what happened in this game?
We didn't I didn't know it was an automatic win, but
no, I think we did it twice without calling it wins.
Yeah, we did it twice without realizing that.
Yeah. But, some of our strategy is to take out one of the two.
Yeah, and I think it's a pretty good play. Going forward, we might drop that, because you could be getting your butt kicked or something, and all of a sudden you double down and concentrate on one guy, and then it turns a big loss into a big victory. But definitely doubling down on one of the opponents is a good way to play the teams. So we didn't just end it, but did the objectives really come into play, that scoring, or was it a pure win?
Not so much for scoring, but we got all 3 objectives for the total tournament points.
For the bonus, at the end, if you could end the mission, in charge of those objectives, you got extra points. Okay, cool.
I ended up getting my warlord killed by the Irish guy, the Irish player on the other team.
Ooh, how did he do that?
He just shot me a lot of times. I was lucky. I kept rolling saves somehow. Like it was. I think he hit me 3 times, and I had already 3 fatigue because of Odin. And I rolled all 3 saves. He did it again, and I rolled all 3 saves again. So he just was like, you know what? It's personal. He sent everybody at my warlord at the end.
That seems to be, I don't know. I played a lot of Saga. Once the warlord's exhausted, I think he becomes impossible to kill with shooting. I don't know if you've found that.
Yeah.
Where a fresh warlord, you're going to get all the hits through and just kill him in one if you could get 4. But as soon as he gets exhausted, then they'll just take everything as far as shooting. They just keep making those 4s. That's funny. Oh, man. All right, so another good round 2. Going into round 3, who are you matched up against here?
This was the big game, obviously.
The big kahuna here,
Luke and Joshua?
Yeah, at the time they were ranked first going into the last match.
Yeah.
Okay. So they had a few more points. So it comes down to a draw. They'd have the advantage. This event was probably big enough that somebody would swoop in if you guys both drew. But what were these guys rocking?
Successors and Romans.
Oh, cool. Interesting.
And I was scared.
Yeah. We believe the Successors might be the best battle board going, potentially.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is going to disagree with you too badly on
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah.
but the question is, at 4 points,
Right.
without the Saga dice to power, can the machine run as efficiently as it can at 6? Is it quite as deadly at those higher point? You got to sink your stuff into a Sarissa pack, likely. I mean, what kind of force was the? Which one was running the successors?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
It was
it Luke?
Luke?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was the composition? Do you remember?
I think, okay, so he had 12 warrior Sarissas. I think he had an elephant.
Yes.
And I think he had 2 units of 5 Hearthguard. Is that?
Or 4.
I can't remember exactly.
Yeah.
But the other guy, the Roman player, had a ballista.
Yeah.
So we kind of spent all of our terrain on high terrain so that the ballista couldn't see so much.
Just try to cut down on the angles against those big, juicy. Basically, I think he'd be happy to shoot almost anything in either of your lists.
Yeah, for sure. He shot my unit of 12 warriors on the first round, and one thing we actually didn't mention is we won every single bid throughout the tournament.
Yeah, including the day after.
Yeah, and
just like roll offs, or you bid points and won.
We bid, but
everyone was bidding low except for us.
Yeah, we were the only people bidding high.
Yeah.
So you're bidding like two points per?
2 or 3.
Yeah. I don't think we went as high as 4.
No, we didn't touch 4.
But everyone was going 0 and 1, and we would win every bid.
Well, you got to have confidence that you can choose the right, the right first or second.
Yeah.
So what were you? Did you go second player in all 3, or?
We pretty much went second because of the 3 Saga dice.
Yep.
I think it's pretty critical. So I put them on combat bonus, right? Because of him. He told me the guy's going to shoot us with his ballista.
He's going to shoot, yeah. Ooh, very wise.
So he shot a unit of 12, so he had, I think, 6 dice, and he had combat bonus.
He was doing the same thing, juice it up, yeah.
Yeah, but I rolled all saves. He didn't get anybody with it. It was pretty lucky. And my dad took out the ballista on round 1. So
okay.
Yeah.
Just
so
move. Send in a pack of boys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, a lot can hinge on those first kind of volleys of a game can really dictate. If it's average, that's fine, whatever. But if it's really swingy one way or the other, it can kind of have a lasting impact throughout the game. So I can't remember. I played in the event, but I don't think much for scenario. Was it just one objective in the middle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was 2 points per round to control it. You could try to grab it if you're feeling feisty. So were you guys fighting over that objective? It's not.
I'll let you explain that.
Is it enough to move up, or did you just hang back?
I was kind of scared, so we kind of hung back, but within 6 inches of the objective, so they would have to roll a 6. But guess what they roll on their first attempt?
Did they grab it? Did they grab it?
Grabbed it.
That was like mine. I got it on the first one too.
Did you?
Just an afterthought.
I thought it was a tournament winner. We were even high-fiving them, like, good job, like, you guys. And I thought it was case closed. But we carried on.
Yeah, if you grab it, it's worth 3 per turn then. So you can see, if it goes 3, 6, 9, 2 or 3 turns in a row, it can be bad news.
This objective changed hands 4 times throughout the.
Okay, so you brought the fight to him.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I was worried he was gonna bring it back in the next turn, so I thought I better go after it now, and we got it.
So who grabbed it initially?
The successor player.
The successor player, yeah.
The big unit of 12.
That's the perfect unit to grab it. So how did you defeat that unit to?
Call to arms.
12 on 12, plus so much attack and defense dice.
something that really played in our favor was, like I mentioned, we set up woods to kind of try and block line of sight of the ballista, but we set it up mostly on one half of the board, and then the ballista was on the opposite half of the board. So we killed it, but their entire unit came from the forest side of the board. So when they were coming towards the objective, they were really bottlenecked.
They were bottlenecked.
So almost all of their units were touching. So every time we killed a unit, we were hitting like 4 or 5 squads with fatigue bomb.
Little explosions.
Yeah,
we killed the elephant, and we must have hit 4 units.
Yeah,
they were so bottlenecked.
Trample. Yeah. Just shoot out the elephant.
I shot it for 2 fatigue, and then Dad charged it to kill it.
Okay.
Did you use your levies to get him?
Got the bodies.
Well,
that's all you have.
Times. Yeah. But when I grabbed the objective back, I didn't like. Normally, my strategy is to throw all my dice on activation because I'm already hitting you with +6 dice in every melee because of call to arms.
Sure. Yeah.
But in this particular melee, I wanted to win to get the objective. So I think I used Crash of Shields, which eliminated about 6 of their attack dice. So I was going to win. So I won it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, it changed hands 4 times.
Yeah. So how did they grab it back then?
Actually, I think it was a blunder on my part. I had my Kure. I can't remember exactly what happened. Successor players' Sarissa force of 12 warriors had 2 fatigue on them. And my thought process was, I'm going to just charge them with my Kure and exhaust them.
Yeah, it's exhaustive, right? Yeah.
So they get stuck and block all the guys' units, right? So that was my game plan. But the successors have an ability where they don't take a fatigue after combat.
Yeah, the heavies, I think, whatever, upper right-hand corner.
Upper right-hand corner, you're right.
Yeah, that's
that
the one.
Yeah.
So I totally screwed that up. So they didn't even get fatigued. They ended up killing my guy. I fatigue bombed all of us.
Poked him to death. Oh, man.
Yeah, and then they kind of got lucky because they had 2 fatigue on the unit, his unit that had the objective. So they could just come in and attack and use the 2 fatigue against us, which was my fault, but we ended up getting it back again.
The 2s.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was closing ranks, but they still took it back. But I had 1 fresh unit left. I think I took it right back again the next turn.
So you had 1 left. Yeah, that's true. You know, there's a limited lifespan on those levies. You know, throw another one in. You know, we're running low. Yeah. So it just had enough juice. So once that other levy unit grabbed it, was that the end of it, or did they?
No, I think it bounced 2 more times. No,
well, that was. We got it back. That was the 4th turn, and that was game because we were slow.
3. Yep, that's 4.
Yeah. I think I over credit ballistas. So I spent like half my army on the one side of the ballista to try and kill it, but my dad killed it with 1 unit, so half my army was out of the game for a good portion of the match. Yeah, I couldn't bring my guys over in time, but
it was a tight match. I thought they won maybe on 3 occasions during the match, but
you thought it was over, but brought it back and forth. That's great.
It was a great match.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, got the objective at the end. Did you kill some warlords in this one? Anything else to jack the points up?
It was just massacre points.
They had their warlords way at the back. I think they were primarily just using Wheel Bay with them. But we couldn't take the warlords just because. Like I said, we were kind of bottlenecked. Almost, I was calling it the Battle of Thermopylae. But we couldn't get behind, so we just were kind of pushing down the straight, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But Shea only lost 2 models the whole fight.
Yeah.
Just both Kures or just one?
One was a Kure, and I think the other one was a warrior.
Just some random dude. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Yeah, so the Saxons, Anglo-Saxons took the brunt for the team while the Irish
Just like in
were
this household, Rodge.
jogging. Exactly. The painting, then the games.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, yeah, you guys walked away with the well-earned victory there. And in the end, that was enough to take it in the end. There were a couple teams. I don't know if these were 2 wins and a draw or they had 3 wins, but weren't quite close enough. Andrew Bertelson, Andrew Gustafson.
Yeah.
You guys are from Iowa. We're right clipping at your heels. Dan Neal and Mike were there as well, just a few points behind you guys. So that's pretty awesome for the first Adepticon tournament.
Oh,
Many people go years without winning. So well done, guys.
Thanks, Rodge. We were ecstatic, no doubt.
Yeah, we were. Honestly, like that's as soon as we won that, I was like, you know what? I don't care how the next day goes. I'm just playing for fun. Like I was so happy with that win. Like
Yeah, it was all great. The next day.
Yeah,
for sure.
it was great.
Yeah, it's awesome. There's just so many variables to consider. You're working with your teammates. You're up against 2 different teams, 2 different personalities. You get crazy scenarios. Just to get through that gauntlet, is very, very well done, guys. So, did you guys stay in the room then, or head back? How are you feeling?
Oh, we went to.
I wanted to spend some money, but the vendors closed.
Yeah, it's closed. Yeah, if you're signed up for a tournament, there's no way you can get over by the end of it, unfortunately. But okay, cool.
I love the whole venue though. Where Adepticon's amazing. I wish they would keep the vendors open a little bit.
Yeah, we were saying that. Like everyone finishes their games at 6 or 7, so why not keep it open till 8:39, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. I've been saying that. So I run one of the tournaments and play in the other 3. So I have no chance. I haven't been over there for 3 years to that vendor hall.
Yeah.
So I've been missing out myself. But awesome. Well, congrats again, guys. Thanks for coming on and spilling the beans, the juicy details of everything. Sounds like you guys are planning to come back to defend the title perhaps next year.
Sure. Yeah, for sure.
I just wanted to thank you for inviting us on, Rodge. It's an honor being on your podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
We watch it all the time. So.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, great to hear. People all over the world, different nations are enjoying the show. So
yeah,
very cool. And yeah, great that we can meet at Adepticon in person and really connect. So if people want to get in touch with you guys, are you guys on the Discord? Do you hang out on the Facebook Saga group? Are you in?
We're not on the Discord, but after this, I wanted to ask you to give us the details just because we want to join and kind of see what the community's up to and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll send you the link and everything. And then when you get signed up, just introduce yourself. Hey, it's Shea from Adepticon, introducing myself just so people know who it is.
Yeah.
And then people, if they have questions about your list, your games, your strategies, or whatever they want to connect, then they can ping you on the Discord. So yeah, I'll shoot that over. And then hopefully already by the time this comes out, we're recording pretty early, probably be a week or 2 or 3 before this comes out. So yeah, we'll get you guys on the Discord and introduce with everybody. So yeah.
Awesome.
Well, this turned out great. Yeah, having multiple people on here sometimes is a technical challenge, but you guys had a decent setup here. So thank you for that. Living in the same house helps.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's going to be it for this one. Thanks again, guys, and we'll stay in touch. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Saga! If you'd like to see more Saga content, consider joining the Heathen Army over on Patreon or popping on down to the Saga THORSDAY Discord server. Links below. Thanks, guys.